everyone, Teacher Brazzy here. Welcome to English is Fun. Today in this video, I'm gonna share to you some of my struggles when I begin teaching in China. The moment you decide to teach or to work abroad, you should prepare yourself for any worst case scenario because you'll be setting foot on a place you are totally unfamiliar with. And if you're planning to teach in China in the future, then this video could give you an insight on what to expect. I'm gonna share to you my top 8 struggles when I first came to China to teach, and let me know in the comment section if you experience those things or you can share your own experience too. On top of my list, and I believe could be your top struggle too, is the language barrier. If you'll be assigned or if you'll be deployed in China's tier 1 cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou, or if you at least know a little Mandarin, then I don't think you'll be encountering any challenges communicating with the locals. But in my case, aside from having zero knowledge of their native language, I was assigned to the southernmost province of China, which is Hainan. So though the people seemed warm and friendly, most of them doesn't know, or most of them do not know how to communicate in English. The signages all over the place are all written in Chinese without any English translation. So thanks to Google Translator, I was able to survive. And thanks to all the self-service kiosks in the supermarkets and other stores, I don't have to talk, or I don't have to communicate to the locals, because for sure we will both ended up having a hard time. Next is the extreme pressure you'll get to experience for every demonstration class. In tutorial centers, they get their enrollees, they get their students by scheduling demonstration classes wherein they invite kids together with their parents. Yes, the parents will be there. The parents will be present from the beginning up to the end to watch you closely, your looks, your pronunciation, and everything. So they will decide if they will enroll their kid depending on your overall performance as well as your look sometimes. And then the good thing about it though is that you'll get a commission for every child or for every children that will enroll from your demonstration class. Two, competitive parents. It actually became a struggle. It actually became a challenge for me because there are some parents who are very competitive to the point that they will ask you to do this and do that just to make their kid be ahead of other kids their age. Uh, Actually, aside from enrolling their kids to English tutorials every after regular school hours, they will also enroll their kids to some other classes like dance class, music class, art class, taekwondo, and computer-related classes. Parents will make their kids swallow as many things as they can just to put their children on top, because the competition is very tight, knowing that China has a very vast population. Next is actually connected to my first and third struggle. This is dealing with two young learners. As I've told you, Chinese parents are very much infatuated in English learning for their children. So they tend to enroll their 2 or 3-year-old kids to English classes, even if these individuals cannot even speak or utter their own native language. Though this age is the ideal age to teach or to introduce foreign language, it became a challenge for me at first because these individuals were not exposed to the English language. So what I'm saying is totally or completely alien to them. So I was able to cope up with the use of some TPRs like listen to me, eyes on me, sit nicely, let me try, and also by learning some basic Chinese like how you say drink water, hashui, may I go pee pee, niao niao, greetings like 早上好, 午上好, and asking their name. 你叫什么名字? Discrimination is real, especially for non-native speakers. As I mentioned, as I've told you, some Chinese parents are too competitive, and surely all of them only wants what's best for their children. So I think that's one of the reasons why they are very much willing to spend extra good amount of money to make their children learn English. There are times that they judge the teacher's ability based on the teacher's race and overall appearance. If the teacher looks more Westerner or more foreign, chances are he or she will get more enrollees. Being aware of this culture, I needed to exert extra effort to prove my worth as well as to make them see that I am way better than what they thought. 90 minutes or 1.5 hours per class has been hard for me too, because when I was in the Philippines, when I was teaching in the Philippines, some subjects are only taught for 45 minutes up to an hour in elementary level. But in my workplace now, though everything is provided from the lessons up to everything that you'll need, the long class schedule has been a challenge. Though private transport is provided back and forth, long travel time from one location to another became an early problem for me too. Because aside from time consuming, it is also exhausting. But since our center just opened and I'm the pioneer foreign teacher, I have to go to from one location to another in a day. And there are also times that I have to go to 3 locations to teach 1 or 2 classes. Teaching learners how to read in English has become my ultimate struggle as an ESL teacher here in China. It became challenging because of their traditional Chinese pronunciation and their use of pinyin or their modern alphabet, wherein they have to pronounce every single letter as they appear in a word. And in English, we all know that it doesn't work that way because of our common use of schwa sounds. There are times that they confuse short vowel sounds to long vowel sounds. So it took me a lot of effort and patience to help them eventually read. So far, those are the struggles that I have encountered as an ESL teacher here in China. And maybe you'll experience them too when you decided to teach here. But don't you worry, because I know, just like me, you'll eventually get used to it. Because as they say, an effective teacher is flexible and adaptable. So good luck and see you on my next video.